She said it. Princess Leonor breaks silence on her royal wedding day. For months, the world waited. Cameras zoomed in on every public outing, royal watchers dissected every gesture, and rumors swirled around palace corridors like whispers in a cathedral. But no one expected Princess Leonor herself to finally say this, and certainly not on the very morning of her royal wedding. And when she said it, the entire world stopped, listened, and gasped. From the moment Princess Leonor of Spain stepped into the global spotlight, she has carried the weight of a crown she has not yet worn, a legacy she did not choose, and a love story the world has been desperate to understand. Today, on the day she walks down the aisle to marry the man who has captured not only headlines but her heart, Leonor finally broke her silence, and her words have already ignited international conversation. Because today, the future queen didn't speak like an heir to the throne. She spoke like a woman in love. A morning of quiet tension behind palace doors. Hours before the ceremony, Zarzuela Palace was buzzing. Stylists, advisors, guards, florists, and coordinators filled the halls with a nervous electricity. Every detail was being perfected. Every moment was scheduled with military precision. But inside Leonor's private dressing room, something entirely different was happening. According to palace sources, Leonor dismissed nearly everyone except her mother, Queen Letizia, and her sister, Infanta Sofia. The atmosphere grew unexpectedly emotional. And while the world assumed the pressure was about the ceremony or the crown, those close to her say she was thinking about her future husband, and what she needed to say publicly before the world heard church bells ring. For weeks, speculation had reached a fever pitch. Who wrote the vows? Would the wedding reflect modernity or tradition? Would she make a statement about her role as Spain's first future queen regnant in centuries? Would she reference her relationship with Prince Christian of Denmark if the ceremony became symbolic of the next generation of European royalty? No one expected her first words to be so personal. The statement heard around the world. At exactly 9:12 a.m., the palace released a brief video. No dramatic fanfare, no elaborate backdrop, just Leonor standing by a window with soft natural light highlighting the simple elegance of her bridal preparations. And then she said it. I am choosing love today, not because I am a princess, but because I am a woman who knows her heart. The impact was immediate. Royal reporters described it as the most genuine statement from a modern royal bride in decades. Social media exploded. Fans began replaying the clip, dissecting the phrasing, the tone, the emotion swelling behind her voice. But Leonor wasn't finished. She continued, her voice steady yet warm. My duty is to Spain, but my heart is my own. And today, I give it freely. In a world where royal marriages are often dissected for political symbolism or strategic alliances, Leonor's simple declaration, raw, honest, and strikingly independent, sent shockwaves. Her message was clear. This was not a marriage arranged, pressured, or staged. This was her choice. A modern queen in the making. In the past decade, Leonor has transformed from a quiet, shy heir into a poised, determined leader. Her military training, public duties, and international engagements demonstrated a seriousness well beyond her years. Yet one thing has always remained private, her inner emotional world. That changed today. Her message signals a new era, not just for Spain but for global monarchy. At a time when royal families struggle to remain relevant, Leonor's authenticity resonates, especially with younger generations who crave transparency over tradition. Historians are already comparing the moment to the defining speeches of other iconic royal women. But Leonor did something none of them quite dared. She made a public declaration of personal love on her own wedding day, before any formal vows were spoken. It is a declaration that blends monarchy with humanity, duty with desire, and royal obligation with modern romance. Behind the scenes, what prompted the statement? Sources close to the palace suggest that Leonor's decision was influenced by two things. 1. The intense media pressure surrounding her relationship. In recent months, the frenzy around her private life had reached unbelievable heights. Every outing, every glance, every ring, every rumor became front-page material. By speaking openly, she reclaimed the narrative. 2. A promise to her future husband. Though the palace has kept many details private, insiders reveal that Leonor wanted the world to understand the sincerity of their bond. She wanted this day to be remembered not only as a royal ceremony but as the union of two people who chose each other freely. Her statement, insiders say, was her way of honoring that promise. The world reacts. Within minutes of its release, the video was translated into 30 languages. Millions shared it with captions like, the future of royalty, and, this is what a modern queen sounds like. Royal commentators across Europe praised Leonor for her bravery. The Spanish public responded with overwhelming affection, calling her words dignified, empowering, and historic. Even international royal circles, traditionally silent on personal matters, are rumored to have privately expressed admiration. Several high-profile royals reposted the clip on their own social media pages, sending quiet nods of support. The symbolism of timing. What makes the statement so extraordinary is when it was delivered. Before makeup, before the dress, before stepping into the cathedral, before standing beside her future husband, before the world could draw its own conclusions. She spoke first, and by doing so, she shaped the day according to her own terms. The dress, the aisle, the future. As Princess Leonor prepares to walk down the aisle, one thing is clear: this isn't just a wedding, it's a moment of transformation. Her dress, veil, and ceremony will all be splashed across headlines. Every movement will be studied. Every detail will be immortalized. But what people will remember most is not the fashion, not the pageantry, and not even the "I do." They will remember what she said before all of that. They will remember that the future Queen of Spain looked at a world filled with expectation, tradition, and pressure, and chose to speak from her heart. A final word. Today marks the beginning of a new chapter, not only for Princess Leonor but for the monarchy she will one day lead. By breaking her silence, she has already rewritten the rules. And as bells ring and the doors open for her grand entrance, one thing is certain. History will remember this as the day Princess Leonor spoke not as an heir, not as a symbol, but as a woman who dared to claim her voice, and her love, before the entire world.